Hello everybody, Graham here. Thank you for joining me on the channel. It's episode 28, and I was talking last time about being positive and everything seemed to be moving in the right direction, and I was, moving quickly past the quarterly injection of feeling low, and I can report I am still in that positive frame of mind, and what I've done are the little subtle changes, and I couldn't quite pin down what I was or how I was making these changes, and what they are. They've been very little. I've been working towards easy to reach targets, and that's what it is. I have not set myself any huge goals that I could probably set myself up to fail. I've set little targets, and I think I told you a couple last time. I said I sat down and wrote 30 new menus or recipes, and I've started to work towards them, and I've put them onto the channel, and I've scheduled them, and it's made me feel positive that I was doing something well. And I hope you tune in and have a look at some of these recipes. They are really quite good. I've also included in the channel poems. Now what I do, I relate the poems to what I've been going through the stages of cancer, and they're only about 1 minute 20 seconds, but they're really quite thoughtful. If you read through some of them, you'll able to certainly spot what stage I was or am going through the cancer. I just wanted to say as well, life is not that bad anymore. I'm starting to feel, really quite positive. I can even say I'm starting to feel a lot like my normal self, in past years. Okay, I am mentally strong now. My body's starting to feel a little bit physically stronger, but the downside is that I'm still living with a lot more of the side effects of the Lupron. And that, now I'm talking about the erectile dysfunction and all these things, getting a little bit chubby around the waist, muscle loss, and all these things. It's still there, but I've put them into a little bit of a box and just shoved them behind me, and I'm only thinking about the positive things in it now, and that, funny enough, rubs off on other members of the family, because my little Morgan, he went through a stage of didn't have a lot of confidence, or he was worried about little things, school, and we found a way, between me and the wife, we found a way to readjust that side of things, and he just really bounced back in a new way, which gave us a lot of relief, because we all go through life worrying about little things here or there, and sometimes they can be compounded into bigger things, and then before you know it, it's just gets spirals out of control. But at the moment, everything is quite settled, and okay, yes, the shadow of cancer is always there, but it's not as dominant as it used to be. Which then, leads me on to things like, and we talked about it last time, and, seeing myself in a new life, and I'm not going to go on about it. It's just a dream that continues to be there, and maybe it all might get acted on, and maybe it won't, but it's more likely that it won't. But I think it's just one of those things that I've reflected on what's been going on, and the realization of the last 2 years and what I've gone through has landed, and it's helped me through documenting it through this channel. And if I look back and I say, the last 2 years has been traumatic in many ways, it has. And I think the quicker you realize that to yourself and admit it to yourself, because, I've gone through it, I've dealt with it, and I'm strong before it. Bull, absolute bull. You don't. You function through it, and your ability to adjust and I guess deal with it on a daily basis is okay, but psychologically you don't. You're the realization that you've gone through a massive change and still are is very much in your head. Now you can put it to the back of your head. You can actually say, well, I'll just ignore it. But believe me, somewhere along that line, it will be banging on the door, and it will be saying, I'm coming out and I'm going to show you just how much of an effect the last 2 years has had on you. So be warned, because it will. And I've talked about this in past episodes where, it sneaks up on you and suddenly you wake up one morning and think, oh shit, I am in this, and it's real. And, thank God they caught it when they did, or I just feel so bad and I just really just want to give up. All those ups and downs you go through, and the consistency of the treatment plan and what that has effects on you. And, but myself, I've dealt with a lot of issues and I feel so much better. And it's me and the realization of what I've gone through and how I've dealt with it in a pretty proportionate way, and come out the other side feeling better. Now, are you better? No. I'm still going through my treatment plan, and I'm still having the highs and lows, but I'm dealing with them in a different way. 3 episodes back, I was bitching about the Lupron because it was rough. I just really couldn't I couldn't accept, that's a good word, I couldn't accept the side effects of Lupron until I actually confronted it and said, no, I'm going to live next to it, and I'm going to live by it, and it's going to be part of me, but I'm going to deal with them. All the side effects when they come on, they're quite extreme. So you have to notice when they're coming on, and you have to treat them a little bit. And I think that's what I did to make myself accept Lupron, and that's going to be there for another year and a half, and how I'm going to live by the side of it. And it's worked. I feel a lot better, So, I talked about wanting experiences, and you don't have to sell up and move country. My experience is this channel. I'm having great experience. I've got a big community now. I've got a community on X that I post videos to, and I'm getting so much positive feedback through different sources. That is my experience. That is my mantra. I'm shouting out, or I don't like to shout, but I'm talking, through my voice, and I'm telling my story. And I'm also cooking some really brilliant recipes now. So that is my experience. That is me wanting new experiences, and it's right in front of me. So, the content I'm putting out there is a lot more about now me moving forward and how I want to be that positive person physically and mentally. So guys, if you're going through that, let me know and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next episode, and bye for now.